Alison Boychuk here. I'm here for another weekly broadcast of Wednesday Whispers. Hope you're all doing fantastic tonight. Here in Carberry, it's a little cool and it's been raining all evening. I'm just going to take a few minutes and wait for more people to pop on before I get rolling. All right. Hi, Christine. Thank you so much for being here with me tonight. You know, you pop on. I noticed your name. You pop on and watch a lot. I really appreciate that, Christine. Thank you so very much. Again, hi, Andrea, Lori. Hello, hello. Hi, Dee Dee. Aw, thank you so much. Hello, Melissa. Hope all is well for you. Hello, Kelly. Good evening to you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. All right. You know, as my followers know, I reflect prior to every single Wednesday Whispers, for every session I have with one person, whether it's one person, whether it's a group of people, whether it's 50 people. I reflect. I pray and then I reflect. And as I'm reflecting, I often feel spirit start coming in, and you know, I just have to say that tonight a little bit more than usual. I'm just so sad. And that's not my own emotion. That is just something that I experience because I am feeling your emotion. So I really think tonight there is some, you know, there's some people that are really, really needing some messages tonight. So, you know, I pray and hope that I can bring that forward. Okay, I would really like to do that. All right. I just want to help. That's what that is exactly what Wednesday Whispers is all about. All right. Hello. I got tons of you on now. Thank you so much for being here. Hi, Val. Allison, good evening. Barb, hi. Hope all is well in Stockholm. Marlo, Lorraine, hi. Johanna. B, Amber, hello. Melina, Tekla, hi. Tekla, Debbie, hello. Hope all is well with you as well. Hi, Betty, Bernice, hello, hello. Thank you all so much for being here with me tonight. It's hard to say hello to everyone, but please know that I acknowledge each and every one of you, and I thank you all so very much for being here with me tonight. I know everybody's lives are just so crazy busy, and you know, there's a number of you that, you know, you tune in every single Wednesday pretty much, and that just warms my heart. I thank you guys so very much. But for any newcomers that are on tonight watching my broadcast, I have to mention, just so you know, that if you feel that I am indeed connected with your loved one, and you could please write a comment. It's really important to do it as fast as possible if you think I am connected with your loved one. It just makes the flow go faster, and I can help more people throughout the hour. It is really important to me. Please write a comment. All right, I'm just trying to help. All right. And also, if someone has already spoken for that loved one, and you feel that, you know what, that sure sounds like my loved one as well, please speak up. Please do that as well. That's important too, because it's important that it goes to the right person. Okay. So please do that. I will work it out. If I have 2, 3, 4 people that feel that the spirit belongs to them, I will iron out the details and figure it all out. So please say something. All right. So I will get rolling tonight. Hi, Norma. Aw, thank you so much for being here with me tonight. Aw, Tamara, that's so sweet of you. Marie, Echo. Hi, Cindy. Good evening. Hope you're all doing fantastic. All right, everybody, I'm just going to take a few seconds here and I'll get rolling tonight on my broadcast of Wednesday Whispers. right, the first loved one I would love to bring forward is I have a male here, okay? And for my followers that understand, because I talk about this a lot, I just want to burst into tears. That's symbolic, totally. It's not my own emotion. I have a young man here who unfortunately shows me through sadness that unfortunately he has committed suicide. Whew, it's heavy. Okay. Somebody really needs to hear from him tonight. All right, he makes that so clear. Just wants to send his love. All right. He lets me know that his mom is watching. This man is in his, I don't know, mid-20s. But as sad as I am, now he's smiling, and the point he's trying to make is that there's no sadness anymore. All right. His heaven and his eternal life is so great and so pure and so beautiful. This young man, he's holding a fishing pole for some reason. Right? And he loved shoes. He just showed me his shoes. Loved to dress well. Okay? His spirit, it took me a couple of minutes. I know how I've connected with him before. I know exactly who this is. Okay? Lynn, is this the one for June 17th? Yes, Lynn, absolutely it is. Okay. This young man, this is, yeah, there it is, he writes me the J. This is Jordan, good evening. Jordan is trying to connect with his mom tonight. He's just trying to send his love. He shows me, Mom, that you have been struggling. You have been struggling immensely. You just, there's absolutely no time frame on grief and sadness. Okay. And along with that, he points out that there's other things going on in your current life that have been making you feel extra stress and sadness as well, actually. Okay. Absolutely, Norma, this is your son. Sending his love to you. He says Mom needs a hug really badly tonight. So please just know that, Norma, your wonderful son, I just need to say it, he looks so good. You need to hear that. Okay. He's in such a beautiful place. All right. So know that. Okay. And he reminds me real quick to tell you that keep talking to him because he's listening. Okay. And Norma, I need to quickly say something about sunflowers. He just popped up, showed me some sunflowers. I'm not sure what he's getting at, but I'm pretty sure you'll understand it. Okay. Just his way of proving to you, as I said, that he's listening and he's watching over here. He just showed me some sunflowers. All right, Norma. So thank you so much for giving me that opportunity to connect with you. You're a very wonderful son tonight. Okay. Thank you. The next loved one I would love to bring forward is I have another male here, actually. All right. Interestingly, he goes like this, and he shows me his ponytail. Okay, he had a ponytail. Okay? His hair is looks pretty white to me. Yes, he planted sunflowers. Absolutely, Norma, you bet. Exactly. Okay. But as I was saying, this male, he has a ponytail. Okay? His hair looks grayish white. I would say almost white. Okay. I think he was just expressing to me that he had a couple of different health issues. Okay. And he shows me, oh, okay, he spent the end of his life living in a nursing home. Okay. He very much shows that to me. Okay. He's, sorry, I just smiled because he did. He's a very social guy, and he's BSing with his friends and family in heaven. Okay. He's smoking a cigarette, okay, because he can. All right, he makes that clear to me. Oh, he just showed me how much he loves his kids. That's absolutely beautiful. And interestingly, I think he's trying to, as I said, he's showing me his kids. I think he's trying to tell me his daughter or daughter-in-law is watching tonight. Okay. How old is he? You know, interesting. He doesn't look all that old. What do I mean by that? 70 maybe? Okay. Maybe. Somewhere in there. I'm not 100% sure. Okay. This gentleman, you are most welcome, Norma. Absolutely anytime. This man, I'm asking him, give me more information. Give me more information. Now he just showed me a little bit more. As I said, he has a he had long hair. I believe he's showing me some. I mean this very respectfully. Some Aboriginal in his bloodline there. I believe that he's trying to show that to me. Okay. He just repeatedly keeps showing me how much better he feels. Okay. But interestingly, his passing seems pretty, you know, in a way unexpected. Like in a way, like he went downhill fast, kind of situation. Okay. I think that's what he's expressing to me, and I very much see the nursing home. Okay. I'm seeing a wheelchair. Right. Yeah. I think there was also some breathing issues here, possibly. Amy, my father-in-law, just went to a nursing home. His hair is completely white. I have really long hair down to my waist. It's in a ponytail. IMET. Okay. He is alive though. Okay, Amy. Yeah, no, this is definitely somebody who has passed on. Okay. And when I asked him, please give me some more information so I can give the message and move forward, move on to the next one. He writes to me a great big letter P, and I think actually this is I think he's trying to express this is his last name. Actually, that's interesting. They usually do their first name. They truly do. It's like, and the only reason I'm saying that is because I can't quite read his first name. I just can't. I'm being honest. And then I'm getting a P for starting his last name. So he's very, I think he's very proud. I think that's also a statement that needs to be made here. That would mean something. So he's very proud of who he was. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I think his last name starts with P. Um, but anyways, I'm gonna have to move on, but it's really just important to quickly understand that he feels really, really good. He's happy, and he's visiting with so many family members. And interestingly, I have a female that comes in with him, and this actually doesn't happen too often, and my viewers that see me do my broadcast often know that this doesn't happen very often, that now I see a lady wanting to connect too, so that I think this is the same family. Um, and this lady, oh my goodness, she is so says it how it is. She's a feisty little thing, and I call her a little thing because she is. Okay, and I just need to talk about her showing me. I think she's trying Georgina. I think that's what she's trying to tell me. Okay, she's here with this gentleman as well. Okay. This is the same, I think this is the same family here, absolutely, okay? Yeah, she's a, that's wonderful. She's a feisty little thing. She definitely, interestingly, had some terrible breathing problems. And that is exactly why she has passed away. Okay? It's like I'm struggling to breathe myself. My chest is getting really heavy. Um, that is exactly like it was, emphysema or something of that nature. Okay, something smoking related that took Georgina's life. Okay, but anyways, I have to move on. She's sending her love. All right. Okay. Very next loved one I would love to bring forward is I have a lady here. Oh, sadly, the first thing she shows me is she's no longer here because she had cancer. Oh. She looks to me, oh boy, late 60s maybe. I'm thinking by how she looks to me. Yeah. She loved to garden. She loved plants. She loved flowers. Okay. She shows me what an immaculate housekeeper. Wow. It's lovely. Um, she she lost her hair. Uh-huh. Um, her struggle with cancer, she's just showing me as I was watching her. It was a long battle. Okay. It's like it didn't take her too quickly at all. Actually, like it was she had it for quite some time, and then she eventually passed away. As I said, passed away. She shows me that unfortunately, she left her husband behind, so to speak. Okay. Um, this wonderful lady, and I'm asking her, try and give me some more information. Um, and she shows me that is 4. She gave me the number 4. I think she's showing me that she had 4 children. Um, yeah. So I was just making sure. I think she showed me she was around the age of 68. Okay. Um, so yeah, she's, oh wow, that was beautiful. She just showed me how she unfortunately had a miscarriage. And she's with that beautiful baby now. Oh, that's absolutely lovely. I see that often as I do, private sessions and stuff like that. Um, People are often reunited, always actually, reunited with children that they have lost, whether it was a miscarriage or stillborn or whatever the case may have been. Um, and she adds that piece of information on for her family to know that she has definitely been reunited with the child that she had lost through miscarriage. Okay. Um, but now that she's in her eternal life, she is free of all that pain and suffering that the cancer was making her feel. And she's in a beautiful, beautiful place. All right. Aw, a lovely, lovely lady. Tamara, I just read your messages. That's cute that you say that. Absolutely, you do. You betcha. Okay. All right. Very next loved one I would love to bring forward is I have an older gentleman here. He is so kind. I can just see it in his eyes, you know. This was not a this was not a big man. He was, about average height, brown hair. Um, um, he is showing me heart issues. Heart. Keeps drawing me a heart. So, some kind of heart issues. Okay. Um, oh, that's interesting what Tyson said. Okay. So maybe, yeah, I'll just have to keep on going and, okay. That would explain why messages weren't getting through, is I'm not getting messages. Okay. He's just here and he's just going to try and fix it. Oh, okay. Okay. This Tyson's helping me. I'm just going to do my best just to keep on going. So, as I was saying, this wonderful man with this shows me heart complications. He just wrote me grandpa. I think he's trying to tell me that a grandchild is watching. Okay. Um, yeah, absolutely. And again, he just 2, 3 times here, he just keeps writing me grandpa, grandpa. Okay. He wants to talk about being a grandpa. Or maybe, I don't know, a new addition is coming into the family, and so, being grandpa or great grandpa, um, talking about that, you know what I mean, as he's very much relaying that, being very proud, being very happy that he's a grandpa and he's watching over all of you. Um, he He tells me that there's girls here in this family, as he talks about his children. There's could be my brother. He just became a grandpa from heaven. Aww. Okay. And as I was saying, he shows me there's 4 kids here. I believe that's what he's writing me the number 4. Dee Dee. I wonder if that makes sense too. There being 4. Oh, but girls. He's making that clear. There's 3 or 4 girls here. Yeah, 3 or 4 girls here. He wants me to acknowledge that he knows that this, becoming a grandpa is such a wonderful time. Okay? He has 3 sisters. Okay, that's possible, I suppose. Yeah, I could have misunderstood him. Dee Dee, I'm going to keep going and you let me know. Yeah, I just have to say he's sorry everybody, I'm doing my very best to stay concentrated as messages and stuff aren't coming exactly, and then all of a sudden I'll get a bunch of them all at once. And then there may be an issue with YouTube as well, as I'm streaming on YouTube and Facebook. But I promise you guys I will continue and do my best. Alright. So, as I was saying, Dee Dee, and Dee Dee is interesting. He showed me that you really like to shop. Does that make sense? Are you a shopper? Okay. He wants, and it's an interesting. He shows me. I talked about being a grandpa, and he shows me that's a little boy, right? So you let me know if that's all adding up here, okay? And, an interesting. I don't know, but this, as I said, talking about shopping. You know what? Thank you, Christine. I didn't even realize that actually this is the last broadcast before Father's Day. No, that's interesting. That all these. No, you being the shopper. Yes, and it's a boy, absolutely. No, I was saying you being the shopper, not him. Okay. And maybe talking about buying a gift for the little boy. I think is maybe where he's going with that. But just know that he's, he couldn't be more happy about being this new grandpa. Okay? Please know that. All right. So thank you so much, Dee Dee, for giving me the opportunity to connect tonight. The next loved one I would love to bring forward, I have this beautiful little girl. And I call her little girl because she is. Oh. The very first thing I noticed, and I have to take a minute to talk about it, she has the most beautiful angel wings. Yeah. But geez, you go shopping. That's funny. Absolutely, Dee Dee. Yeah. Excuse me. I have this precious little girl who has the most beautiful angel wings, and they're beautiful. And I say that because that's exactly how children, pure, beautiful, innocent children, are presented to me. Okay, I have this beautiful little girl. She's blonde. Okay. It's I've asked her, what happened? How come you passed away? And she was here and then she was gone. It was so quick, and she wasn't going to talk about having a bad fever. Okay, I could see that very strongly. She got sick, but they never, family and that her loved ones never in a million years thought she was going to pass away. all I know is she showed me being sick, being very sick, and having a fever. Wow. Okay. I don't think she had cancer or anything like that. I really, really strongly don't. She is so sweet. She is just, she's dancing. I hate to say that, she's dancing. She loved to be, you know, she was so full of life and so full of energy, and she loved to just be so carefree and live in the moment and dance. And, you know, whoever this beautiful little girl is trying to connect with, you need to understand that her, again, her angel wings are absolutely beautiful. And the reason why her angel wings are absolutely so beautiful is because children have a very special place in heaven. They truly do. They're given like special jobs, and they're treated with just such special treatment in heaven. Okay? I truly, truly, truly believe that, as I've seen it with my experience of doing this over and over and over again. Children, and she is so good. Okay, as much as her family misses her. Okay, she shows me this. Kind of looks like a china cup, a teacup is what I'm trying to say here. She's trying to show me a teacup. This young girl, for some reason. Not sure what that's about. This beautiful little girl. Melina, was she young? Yes, absolutely. I don't think she's 10. I don't think so. Because it's interesting. She seems to have she showing me that like she had a petite frame to her. She was a bit on the small side, but her personality was huge. Okay, and she's trying so hard to connect. She wants me to tell you, she wants to give you some flowers, because you deserve them. Okay. I want to cry. And you know, as I talked about in the very, very first 2 minutes of my broadcast, I really felt this sadness. And I said, you know, someone is really sad tonight. And then that's this moment. So I hope that's okay for me to announce that. It's this moment. All right. It's this moment that sadness is absolutely overwhelming me. Janet, that's my baby girl by heart, not blood. She passed at 12, petite, huge personality, absolutely danced and twirled. She had tea parties all the time on her way, and I have a tattoo planned in her ashes in a teacup. Oh, Janet, I'm so sorry. As I was saying, I don't know if you caught the beginning of the broadcast, but I was talking about how I had a message to give tonight of someone who really, really needed to hear those messages, and I truly believe it's you. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, the rest of my viewers, you know, aren't grieving and could hear from their loved ones, but what I was talking about and feeling that as I was reflecting prior to the broadcast, that was for you, okay? And it's really important, Janet, that you understand that that beautiful little girl is smiling from ear to ear. She has a smile that lights up the room, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. You understand that, okay? And Janet, she wants me to tell you to wish her dad a happy Father's Day. Okay? So I need to say that I think this must be maybe the first Father's Day here without her. And yeah, she just showed that to me. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. And he needs as much love and support as possible. Okay. And it's interesting. I just need to talk about how it was her time. Okay. it was absolutely her time. And I know how very devastatingly hard that must be to believe and understand and accept that a 12-year-old little girl's life has ended so innocently. And again, all I could feel was such a high fever, and then heart stopped, and it kind of seemed just like that. Okay, Janet. But interestingly, it's important that I tell you, yes, she passed in December. Oh, okay. I don't know why all of a sudden she's using a hula hoop. Right, Janet? I hope that means something to you. All of a sudden, oh, she's got a hula hoop now. And she was dancing earlier. And giggling. She just giggled at me. I need to tell you that, Janet. She just giggled when I talked about the hula hoop. She's just so busy, Janet. And she wants you to know. Sorry, I was just watching her. There isn't many days whatsoever that go by that she isn't in your thoughts too. And that is. She wants me to explain to you and show you and prove to you that she has been with you. And it's really interesting and beautiful. She just showed me, it looked like you have purchased a purse lately. Okay? So I hope that makes sense. She showed that to me. She showed me what looked like buying a purse. Okay? And some type of like hair clip. I hope that all makes sense to you, Janet. Okay? Because like I said, there's very few days that go by that you don't think about her, especially when you're baking. And she just showed me you don't bake often enough, in her opinion. But when you're baking something, you think about her as things are baking in the oven. Okay? But just know, Janet, as I could stay connected with this beautiful little girl all night long. I do indeed have to move on and try and help other people. But just know, Janet, that she sends her absolute love to each and every one of you. Yes, you did. Oh, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. And again, as I'm trying really hard to move on now, I just have to tell you, I feel like I'm not doing my part if I just not avoid their messages. Sometimes it's hard to move on. But anyways, Janet, she shows me that there's a huge significance between you and her in a rainbow. Okay, I need to tell you that. Right. So just know, Janet, and please send happy Father's Day wishes where it needs to go. Okay. Thank you so much, Janet, for tuning in and being here with me tonight. Thank you so much. Absolutely. All right. The next loved one I would love to bring forward, and I don't know if it's like open the gate or how exactly to describe that, but now I have a little boy. Aww. I have a little boy that unfortunately has passed on, and he too has very beautiful wings. You are most welcome, Janet, anytime. This lovely little boy. Okay. Oh. This little boy shows me, unfortunately, he had cancer. Wow. He was young. Oh, 5 maybe. Around the age of 5. Okay. He shows me that he was a big brother. Pardon me. He is a big brother. Okay. He has the most beautiful brown eyes, this child. It's really unfortunate. It's so sad. I asked him, please give me some more information about you. And when I did that, he gave me the letter L. Okay? The letter L. So that's either, that's probably his name or yours. Okay? He went like this when I said that. It's like my name. Okay? So I believe he's trying to tell me that his name starts with an L. Lovely. Connects very well with me, actually. He has the most beautiful brown eyes. He's got brown hair. Okay. Interestingly, he showed me what looks like, I think he's trying to show me stickers being made, like I think what you would put on vehicles. Okay. Being stickers being made in honor of him, whether that was while he was fighting cancer or after his passing, I'm not sure. But he very much is showing me these what kind of looks like these stickers to me, I think. Okay? I think that's what he's trying to express to me. This wonderful little boy. Just the biggest heart. His demeanor, he's almost soft-spoken. Okay? Would have taken a lot for that little child to get too angry. Just very soft-spoken child. Okay? He's showing me what kind of looks to me like Batman. I'm not sure what that's about. I think I'm seeing the Batman emblem. Just know that this beautiful little boy. He is so looked after. And it's really interesting. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. That was really cool. He just showed me that he's on like a much older family member's shoulders. That's so cool. Barb, Heather, Macaulay, Leo. Nicole. Leo. Okay. All right. Leo. I guess that would make sense with the L, wouldn't it? Okay. Okay. All right. Again, as I was saying, this little boy, he shows me how he likes to be on somebody's shoulders, like it's like, you know, a grandpa or an uncle or something like that. You know what I mean? Up in heaven, and they're so together. They're he's never alone for a moment, ever. Okay? He just giggled at me. It's really interesting. He showed me, as I talked about the Batman, but then he showed me what looks like Lego pieces too. He must have enjoyed Leo on his great Uncle Leo's shoulders. Oh, that's awesome. He did have such beautiful eyes, though. That's great. That's fantastic. Wonderful, Tamara. Yeah. They're very brown. They're just beautiful. I don't know how else to explain that. Okay? And his demeanor, he's so gentle. What a gentle soul, you know. But suffer no longer. Okay? Because unfortunately, he was suffering. All right. I need to move on, but just please know, you guys, you know, all of you that know Leo, that he is just doing so well. As hard as it is to understand that when a child um, goes to heaven so young, it's hard to wrap your mind around that. Like, why would God do that? And I can't imagine how little Leo's family must feel. But what I'm here to tell you, very much so, is that he's in such a good place. Right? Absolutely. All right. All right, the next loved one I'd love to bring forward. He was a sweet little boy that was loved by so many. Oh, absolutely, Barb. Absolutely. Absolutely. The next loved one I would love to bring forward is I have an older lady here. She's on the, I would say a bit on the shorter side. Okay? I just need to say that, I always say this in the kindest way. She shows me that she's a little bit pleasantly plump, okay? I really feel that farm background from her, okay? This wonderful lady. Sorry, I'm shaking my head yes, because she just showed me how that her loved one really needs to hear from her tonight too. Okay. I'll do my best. She was not Tekla, as is my grandma. Well, it could be Tekla. I am going to carry on, and you please let me know as soon as you think so. What I was going to say next, her personality shines through really, really clearly too. She has glasses, but she pointed that out. That's why I said it. Her hair is short and curly. I don't know if that's natural or permed. It feels, I want to say probably permed, but I don't know that for fact, I suppose. But her personality, she was very thought it, said it type of woman, called it how it is, but at the same time, it does not mean that she wasn't a kind person. Okay. Nick, does she have curly brown hair? No, I don't think so. As a senior, as I'm seeing this is an older lady. It is gray. Okay? What it was before it was gray, I am unsure. What I am seeing to say to you is she has gray hair. Okay? Grayish white. Okay? Again, I feel that farm background about her. She was, again, I mean this very kindly, she was more kind of a bit of a plain Jane dresser, she would, nothing too fancy. It would have to have been a pretty special occasion. Clarence, my grandma was on a farm, white hair, and tell it like it is. Absolutely, Clarence. Thank you for watching on YouTube. I will keep on rolling. As very well probably is your grandma. Okay, yeah, glasses too, perfect. Something else that needs to be said that you would get is how unbelievably hard she worked, and so selflessly did. She would have seldom ever bought herself anything. Okay? She shows me kind of like being a bit of being a saver, Not, I'm not saying she was stingy, but she just wasn't one to buy herself much. you know, Clarence, I definitely, I do feel, indeed, this is your lovely grandma. Um, she just showed me what looks like having quite a few grandchildren. And as I say that, she shows me she's kind of putting you in the middle. How many children does she have? I'm not sure, Brandy. I'm asking her, but I'm not getting a clear answer, and so I don't want to say for sure. If it comes through in the next minute, I'll tell you. Oh, okay. She wants me to talk about something about, what is that? I don't know if you had to do her taxes or something about taxes. That's interesting. I don't know. Something about taxes. Doing taxes. And I said, show me something really specific. And I need to say, I don't know, she keeps drawing my eyes to what looks like carnations. Really liking carnations, the beautiful flowered carnations. She also shows me she had what looks like quite a few house plants too. She, there wasn't too much that lady didn't do. Oh yes, definitely. All right, Clarence. Yeah, I think this is your lovely. She loved flowers. Yeah, Clarence, I do. I think this is your grandma. Right? And she had carnations. Oh, perfect. Yeah, lovely. And that's what your loved ones will do, is they'll show me something that you would remember, you know, and carnations specifically, because, you know, that's not always something that people have growing. As I said, I was talking about plants, and she showed me the carnation flower. Okay. And just interestingly, one point she makes is just, I guess, just to show this is her. She shows me enjoying sitting watching like the 30-minute programs on television. You know, she shows that to me. She shows me herself sitting in the living room watching TV. And there were certain shows that she definitely didn't miss, Clarence. But anyways, her point is she's completely at peace. And it's really interesting, Clarence, I need to tell you, she just showed me a man, and she wants, I think she's trying to talk about her husband, okay? And I could feel that love and that bond between the two of them. But so like your grandma and your grandpa, she just showed me how much they loved each other. And she would miss the soaps. That's awesome. Absolutely. Absolutely. You betcha. Yeah. And yeah. Yeah, she would not miss her soaps. You betcha. So just knowing she's funny in a way, you know, that's why I'm laughing. Like, she's got quite the personality. As I said, yes, you know, kind of call it how it is, but yet just she's sweet and she's kind, and she comes in with such a loving heart towards you, and she wants just me to quickly tell you and your family that she's watching over all of you, and she loves you all very, very much. All right, and she's very much at peace. And again, she reminds me to talk about the love that she has for her husband. I just need to say that one more time. All right, Clarence. So thank you so much for giving me that lovely opportunity to connect with your beautiful grandma tonight. Thank you so much. All right, the next loved one I would love to bring forward. Oh, I have a little child here. Oh, I have lots of children tonight. I have a little baby, like months old baby. It looks to me like a newborn, months, or maybe even weeks, I'm not sure. It's small, a baby, okay? Oh my goodness, this baby. This is a boy. Oh, another baby boy, okay, who is now having his beautiful wings and heading to, okay. It's been gone for a long time though. I just need to make that clear because just the way I kind of worded that kind of made it sound like I was saying that he just went to heaven, and that is not true. This boy just showed me this beautiful baby that's, it's been many years. We're talking like 40 years, okay? If not more. Okay? More, I think. He's just went like this to me, up, more, okay? Oh, he lets me know that his mom held him continuously as he was sick prior to his passing. He was sick. And he was in and out of hospital, in the hospital more than not in the hospital, it looks like to me. Oh. Wow. I need to talk about this baby boy showing me, what is, sorry, I just need 1 second. This baby boy shows me, I believe he's trying to express to me that he looks like his brother, like that his brother and him would have looked a lot alike. Okay. It's interesting that he brings it up. So he has a brother, okay. I can tell that much information. This little boy, he shows me, this is my little angel, Margot says. Oh, Margot. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think you're right. He shows me that just the way the situation was, you were with him continuously while he was ill. Okay? Just meaning especially you. Okay? And just because that's just the way it was. Okay? Now whether, I don't know if people were working or what the situation was, but you just made it like you did not leave that. Like that little boy was in your arms continuously, and people were trying to tell you, like go home and sleep, go rest, go lay down. And you're like, no, I can't. And this lovely this baby, he got that beautiful bonding time with you. Okay. And it's really interesting. He shows me, he just wrote me, grandpa, like, him and his grandpa get to be together. Okay. That's so cool. Okay. I need to talk about, he shows me like what looked like checking the crops together. show it that way, but he did. Okay. Like, so I think he's just showing, you know, maybe he's just a way of showing which grandpa he means. I don't know. Talk about being a farmer, that would make sense. I think that's maybe where the angle he's going with that. This beautiful little boy, this sorry, baby, but you know, he was quite ill, and he showed me how, you know, his weight was checked. It looked like his weight was checked continuously, Margot. I hope that makes sense. Something about his weight, and his, something about, I don't know if it's literal or symbolic to talk about his skin being yellowish. Okay. I don't know if that's jaundice or kidneys or what that's about. But you're beautiful, baby boy. He tells me, like, I just need to repeat it one more time. Margot, I don't know. Yes, he was very small. Oh. I don't know what this is, but he's showing me what kind of looks like, talk about hail. Have you had hail where you are? Like, I know there's been, you know, tons and tons of rain in lots of places, you know, in your area as well, I'm sure. Yes, yes. And he's just, I don't know why he's showing me hail. Okay. I ask you to just remember I talked about that. Okay. He's showing that to me. I need to tell you something else. He shows me that you, it's like, yeah, this is beautiful. It's like you remember what he smells like. As I talked 2 minutes ago about, you know, you holding him and holding him and holding him, that even to this day, 40-some years later, Margot, you can remember what he smells like. We didn't have any hail damage. Oh, I'm so happy you didn't, but you must have had hail then. All right, okay. And it's interesting, as I read that message, he just showed me, like, checking your camper. I need to say that, I don't know, he must have a camper. He shows me that checking your camper. I read your message about you didn't have hail damage. He shows me you check what looks like checking a camper for hail damage. But anyways, just know that your beautiful, baby boy is so well looked after. Yeah. And he's in a very, very, very beautiful place. I promise you that. Margot, you will see him. You will meet him again. You'll be reunited with him again. A long time from now, but you will. Okay. Oh dear, haven't checked the camper yet. Oh wow. Well, please do that. Okay. As he very much was showing me what looked like a camper. It looks. I'm just telling you, your camper looked brown and white. A couple different shades of brown it looked to me, but anyways, browns and cream, brown and white, something like that. Okay. That's how he presented that to me. So just know that your beautiful boy is resting extremely peaceful. Okay. He's in a beautiful place. One more very quick thing. I know I'm over time, but I just need to add. He wants me to say to you, like, quit worrying, quit feeling any guilt. You did absolutely nothing wrong. Okay? Nothing. There was nothing that you or anybody else could have done any differently that would have changed the outcome. The doctors wouldn't have done anything, couldn't have done anything different. You definitely couldn't have done anything different, Margot. This was just the way it was, unfortunately. He just wants you to be happy. Okay. So, thank you so much, Margot, for giving me the opportunity to connect with your beautiful, beautiful boy tonight. Thank you so very much. And thank you to all my viewers for tuning in tonight and watching Wednesday Whispers. I hope you could tune in next week as well. If you could please do me a small favor if you wouldn't mind clicking the share button and sharing my broadcast so I can help more people. The more you share it, the more it gets out and the more people I can help. So thank you so much, everybody. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I look forward to seeing you all next Wednesday. Until then, everybody, take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.